Hello. I know it's late. It's almost 9. I'll wait for a couple people to get on real quick. It's just now 9, so I'll give it a couple minutes. I'm not gonna wait too long before I start. I'll get it done and be done. Hello. My eyes look red. I think it's just you on right now, so I'm about to go ahead and start, and everyone can just kind of jump in. I'm tired. It says I have 5 viewers, but it doesn't show me that anyone's on except Bree. So, I don't know how accurate that is. It is. Well, my phone was messed up. I usually do it on Fridays, but my phone was messed up, so I didn't get to do it. So, I did it. I'm doing it today. And I just finished dinner. I finished my cake. So, hi. Thank you. So, I figured, why not? I was going to do it at 5:30 because we were not going to have dinner until 6:30. But then people started showing up. And it just was crazy. So, I had to change it to 9. And I know it's late for some of you all. Thank you. So, I can go ahead and jump in and not keep y'all too long on a Monday night. So, thank you. I don't know if you all read the blog that went up on Friday. So, if not, go check it out. And I also gave out a freebie printable to make your dream team list. So, that's really, really super valuable. Like, you can just print it out or just go through it and make a list. So, the blog was all about 4 ways to rock your recruiting. So I'll go through that really quick and then I'll head on to my notes. But I just kind of like to, especially since it was Friday, I like to go over it just to kind of recap. So 4 ways to rock your recruiting. Number 1 was rock your contact list. So a hundreds list is what we call it. But it's basically just reaching out to people in your phone, your Instagram, your Facebook, just any kind of way that you can connect with people. One of the things that I did is I printed my Facebook list, my whole Facebook friends list. You can go into settings and like go into your data or something like that, and you can print it. If you all want that, I can like type up the breakdown on how you do it in here, like when I get off live or whatever. But I printed my whole Facebook friends list and I just started reaching out to people and showing love on their page and you know, just stuff like that. So I gave some sample messages also in the blog. So like one was, hey, sorry if this is super random. I hope I'm not bothering you, but I'm putting together my dream team for 2017 and you instantly came to mind as someone I would want to be a part of this with me. You seem super friendly and outgoing, and you know, get personal. So it, you know, if you can say you have a huge following, you're so sweet, you know, whatever, just be personal and compliment them. Thank you. But I love seeing all your posts in my feed, and I really feel like I needed to reach out to you about this. Would you be interested in making extra money from your phone? You know, it's just got to be simple, compliment them, get to the point. Yes, compliments are huge. I mean, messaging people and saying, hey, I love your earrings, I love your lipstick, I love how you post about your family. I mean, anything, like anything genuine and personal you can compliment is perfect. Because that's the biggest thing. I know a lot of people don't, like, I don't want to call it cold message or whatever. I mean, it's I guess the technical term, but we call it like blitz messaging. But I do a little bit on Instagram, and I've been like super successful from it. But I don't like mass message people, and I'm not genuine about it. So I message people and I'm like, you're freaking gorgeous. I think you would do perfect for my portfolio. I can give you my discount, you know, stuff like that. And they're like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. What can I help you with? And like, they're willing to help. So exactly. Like that's huge. Just being able to compliment people. And even if you're not going for like, you know, getting in their inbox just to tell them about your business or whatever, even if you're just complimenting people, it creates your following. Getting like people around you. Maybe you wear the same lipsticks, wear the same makeup, you're obsessed with Scandal, you know, anything that you can relate to people with is going to be huge. And that's how you're going to build your, tribe, your people, like the right people that are following you. That way you're not just having anyone join your team, but you're having your people join your team. You're having people like you join your team. So, and I can say, like, Bree I'm not like, she doesn't in no way try to get me to like sell y'all on her, but when I started like doing coaching with her and stuff, back then I was like just signing tons of distributors, and it was like just random people. Like, it was just anyone that was wanting to be on my team. I would just, you know, seal the deal, and they would join me, and they either wouldn't do anything, or they're just not my type of people, or, you know, whatever. And then once I dug into like my tribe with her, it changed everything. Now when I recruit people, it's like these people are freaking killing it. They've came in and signed distributors. They've came in and signed customers. I just signed a girl last week that signed 5 customers in like by her 3rd day with the business, and then signed a distributor the next day. So it's huge to be like signing your people, signing other yous. So that's the biggest thing. So if you're not attracting those people, then, you know, you're just attracting anyone. If you're just posting about like if you're doing hashtags and you just hashtag Instagram, anybody with the freaking Instagram that's hashtagging that is going to follow you. But if you're posting like blogger mom or girl mom, you know, like if you're narrowing it down some more, that's going to be the people that follow you. You know, if you hashtag girl mom, obviously people are, you know, people with, I don't know, some foreign guy that likes Starbucks isn't going to be hashtagging girl mom and follow you. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be more narrowed down. Aw, thank you. I feel like all the people I know. I know how it is. I still to this day, like Knoxville is not small, but everyone knows everyone here. But I still to this day, I'm signing customers left and right, and distributors here in Knoxville. As you know, even as saturated, I don't really feel like it's saturated, but there's a lot of distributors here in Knoxville, or have been. But I still sign tons of people here, so I wouldn't really, you know, worry about that. But that's why I love social media so much. I signed people in New York, Canada, Florida. I mean, you name it. I'm ADD, so anything throws me off. Exactly. And you know, and that was the thing, like I never thought of it that way. I was just willing to, I don't want to say like it was all about money, but that was the mindset that I had, like, okay, I can sign any distributor and I can teach them and we can all grow together and make money. But that's not the case, because at the end of the day, you might have someone that's super dramatic and starts all kinds of crap, because I don't deal with that. But you might have those kind of people on your team. I didn't attract her the right way. You might have people that just come in and expect other people to do the work for you. And I'm not saying that you won't ever have this, but yes. But I'm not saying you won't ever have people that sign up and don't do anything. But, you know, if you're signing the right people, if you're attracting the right people that are going to work, it's going to be better. Yes, exactly. And that's the thing, like, you don't want to sign a bunch of people like, I don't know, this is probably not the best explanation, but say you're obsessed with like chick flip Netflix and stuff like that, but then you sign a girl that always wants to watch, I don't know, this is probably the dumbest explanation ever, but well, I'm just gonna go with it, but she always wants to watch murder mysteries or horror stories or something like that, something that when you all get together, you're not gonna have anything in common, you're not gonna watch each other's stuff. So does that make sense? Like, to an extent, you want to be able to attract the right people. Hi! So that, I mean, that's going to be key in your recruiting. Like I said, at the end of the day, you can recruit 5 people today, but if they're not like you, if they're not your tribe, if they're not going to work for it, then you're wasting your time. You want these people that are going to come in and work and be like you and just vibe with you. Let's see. I was ranting for a while on that, huh? So the second thing was rock your story on social media. So it's all about telling stories. Share your story and your why, whether it's posting to draw them in or in your inbox and you're telling them about the business. This is the number one way I've recruited the amount of people I've recruited. So that is seriously, like, I tell my team all the time, I don't care if you're brand new and, like, I'm with It Works. So I'll tell them, like, I don't care if you're brand new and It Works hasn't done anything for you. Talk about what it's going to do for you. Talk about the school stuff it's going to pay for. It's like, thanks. It's kind of coming off after this long day, but I was like, oh, well, I'm just going to roll with it. But talk about what your business is going to do for you. Talk about how it's going to pay for, it can be anything, like a freaking jug of milk. Talk about how you used to not even have $4 or $5 to go get a jug of milk and you would stress about it. But now with this business, you know you'll have extra income coming in and you can get a freaking gallon of milk. I mean, that's going to make a huge difference with people. Like I tell my team, like, I can post every day that I make 5 figures and my husband and I both stay home and whatever. Some people might relate to that, or they might say, okay, that's gold, I need to do that. But at the end of the day, when I'm talking about how I can pay for my kids' school pictures, put my kids in sports, like things that people can't afford every day, is going to be what relates to people the most. So when I'm talking about, like, I'm not a party type, like I don't really go out. Different box versa. Hold on, scroll down. Inbox versus social media presence. Okay. Or share when you're at now, even if you're super. Exactly. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm getting to. Sorry, I'm ADD, y'all. Y'all gotta just stick with me. What the crap was I talking about? Oh, so when I'm posting, you know, I can. And if this is you, that's fine. I'm talking about, like, what I post that makes me relatable to these other people, that my tribe that I'm attracting. So I'm always posting about my family. I'm always posting about how I'm at their sports events, how I can afford this, or how I can go to the store and go have lunch with my husband on a Monday afternoon. You know, anything like that. That's my story. Now, other people might be like, if you're single and you have no kids, or even if you have kids, if you're talking about how on Friday night you can afford an extra bottle of wine, or, you know, you can afford to go out to another club, or, you know, anything that you can relate to your people. You know, you don't want to be, you're not me, so you're not going to be attracting my people. You're going to be attracting your, you know, your type of people. You don't have to be like anybody else. You have to be yourself. You don't want to be acting like Brie and trying to, expect to sign Chris's people. Like, that's not going to work. You have to be yourself. You can't act like anybody else and expect people to join you, because it's not genuine. It's not authentic. People are going to be able to see right through it. If I get on Facebook and I'm talking, I don't know, I wouldn't say that I'm it's just my I don't know. I just said that it's the only thing that my iPad will sit on, so it just kind of, I know, right? Y'all are distracting me. I gotta ignore you. I'm gonna hide the comments. I'm the worst. Dang it. What was I talking about? Oh, squirrel. Hold on, let me think. What was I talking about? Shoot. Oh my goodness. I was explaining something. Y'all help me out. What was I talking about? Don't make fun of me either. I really can't remember. I was explaining something. Talking about my story, sharing my story. Oh, okay, so yeah. Oh, that's where I was going. Thank you. So I'm not gonna say that I'm like, I don't know, I can only share what I know. So I'm not gonna say like I'm this preppy white girl that, right, I don't want your people, that I don't know, like, I talk super proper, and I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't know, I grew up with, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to say something wrong, but I'm not, I don't know, I guess I might not always act white. I don't know how to explain that. But anyways, so if I got on Facebook and I was talking about, like, goodness gracious, like, that's stuff that I don't say, you know what I mean? Like, I gotta talk, like I say dude a lot, I say bruh, I mean, like, certain things, but that's me, and that's what I'm gonna attract. That, you know, I can't be in my group of people talking about goodness gracious, it's, I don't know, jeeper, gee whiz, you know, things like that. That's just, you know, you just gotta be yourself. So if, you know, you're not the type of person that would say slay or something on fleek, like, don't try to do that, because your people are gonna know that that's not you. Be you. There's nothing wrong with being you. You're gonna, and I say y'all all the time. Exactly. So if, like I said, if you're talking about, you know, if you've never really said it before, but you're on Facebook talking about you ready to slay this summer, and your friends are like, okay, why are you talking like that? That's not you. You know what I mean? Like, people are not gonna believe that. So, that's that's the biggest thing. If you're being you, you're gonna attract the right people. But if you're trying to be this person and that person, and you're gonna end up not knowing who you are. Like, you're gonna struggle with that for the longest. And the biggest thing is knowing who you are and what you're about, and really digging deep. And that's how you're gonna know who to attract and who to talk to and what you're about. I'm a ranter. I don't know what my deal is tonight. My numbers are all, I have it numbered 1, 2, 4, and 5. I hope that's not like that on the blog. Goodness. Yeah. See, my kids they don't really mess with me about it yet. Well, there's something that I say, and Elijah's like, dude. See, I'm the worst about, like, y'all know my husband's black, kids are mixed, whatever. So I make black jokes all the time. I'm the worst about that stuff. Like, it's not, like, offensive stuff, but I'm just the worst. Like, yesterday at freaking softball, Dalen was running, and this black guy was like, oh, she's fast. I was like, yeah, it's the black in her. And he was like, whoa. But I mean, that's just me. And DJ's always like, dude, you're racist. But I mean, it's just me. Like, I say how I feel. And I mean, black jokes have just always been, I don't know, I can't explain it. But I mean, that's just me. And, you know, my friends are used to that, and they just think it's funny, and, you know, whatever. So, but, you know, I don't try to be something that I'm not. So that's the biggest tip that I could give. Probably through this whole live, that's what y'all need to take from this. Okay, I'm gonna keep going. So, rock your customer service. Check in with your customers. And like I said, I gave you all some sample messages. I gave y'all some sample messages on here. So make sure you all get that. But, you know, just something like, I'm checking in to see if you're loving your products. I'm not sure if I mentioned this, but as a rep, I get a certain discount, or I get them for free, and, you know, whatever you offer. But would you be willing to consider, like, getting paid to use your products? Like, how awesome would that be? So that's really, really huge. Y'all, I'm about to block y'all. I'm done with y'all. Got me coughing. But I mean, just reaching out to your customers. Do you know that, like, your customers make the best distributors, or the reps, or whatever you call them in your company? Like, they've already tried the products, they already know you, they've already been loyal to you. So why not reach out to them about this, you know, about the business? If they love their products, tell them they can get paid to, you know, use the products. So that's really, really big. And then the last thing on the blog was rock your follow-up. I know I preach this to you all every freaking week. I'm sure you're tired of hearing it, but if you're not following up with people, you're doing all the work for someone to come in and follow up with someone, and they're going to be ready. Say I'm talking to Bree forever and ever, and then I stop following up with her, but then Lauren jumps on Bree's page, and she's talking about the same opportunity, and Bree's like, oh yeah, I thought about doing that, and I haven't heard from my girl, and I kind of fell off or whatever. She's gonna join with Lauren because she followed up with her. So that's the thing. Like, you have to stay in these people's news feeds, in their inbox, whatever you got to do to stay on. And I'm not saying message them every day and hound them or nothing like that, because I'm gonna talk about like sealing the deal with people, but you have to stay on them, even if it's giving them compliments on their selfies, even if it's posting on their page thinking about you, like, just being super genuine. And then I gave a follow-up message on there too. So that was like all of the blog, like I said, on Friday. So make sure you all go read that and get your sample messages. But also I gave, like I said, exactly. I said I gave how to make your dream team list. I'm going to cover that later, or maybe I'll go ahead and do that. So I gave you all a sheet that says how to build your dream team list. So it's basically just the people that you're going to reach out to about this opportunity. I don't know if you all have seen or read GoPro, but Eric Worre talks about, I don't know how to explain it. I made a packet. I don't know if Bree wants to use that as something. I know I've showed her before, but I made like this 90-day game plan. And basically, if you watch his videos or read the book, it's basically you reach out to a certain amount of people in a month. Like your first week is reaching out to people. The second week is following up with them and just kind of talking them through everything. The third week is figuring out what's holding them back from joining you. And the fourth week is sealing the deal. So it's like you're reaching out to tons and tons and tons of people. So if you reach out to like 500, you might have 100 follow through and talk to you, and then you might sign 5. You know what I mean? And once again, that's all about your numbers and how you talk to people and how you seal the deal and all that. But it's just like this, I don't know, like the game plan I made just kind of breaks it down with messages and like how to reach out to people, the schedule that you do, and all that stuff. So I just typed it up for my team one day. I'm running out of breath here. So basically the freebie that we gave you was building your dream team. I made it for my team. I'll see if Bree wants to put it up in members only or do it as a freebie or something like that. I don't know. I'll talk to Bree about it, but I just made it up. I don't know if that's right, Lauren. I was just making up numbers. But it was just something where I broke down the numbers and why you should do this and reach out to this many people at a time. And it's basically like building your momentum and recruiting and stuff like that. But I mean, it's got a ton of info in it. So I'll just see what Bree wants to do with that. Okay. Members only blog. Okay. I think I put it in my drive, Bree. It may be in there. If not, I'll add it back in there. But I'm pretty sure I put it in there for you to look at a while back. It just says like 90-day game plan or something like that. But the freebie that we have on the blog now is building your dream team list. So it says like, who in your life do you know that could use more financial freedom, living paycheck to paycheck? I mean, it's got tons and tons of, it's kind of like a memory jogger. So it's got tons of information that you can just think of people with. And then like, who do you know that has influence? So already has a great following, that go-to person for advice, just like somebody super popular. So it talks about that, like personal trainers, real estate agents. And then it's got a couple more follow-up messages on there. So make sure you all download that. I hope y'all can't hear my stomach growling. Okay, we're at like 22 minutes. I hope that I'm not keeping y'all and boring y'all too long. So before I get into this part, the biggest thing is if you're going to recruit people and if you want people to come to you, whether it's attraction marketing, whether you're reaching out to people yourself, you have to be passionate about this. You have to be passionate about what you're doing. So say like with Trendsetters, me and Bree and Alexa and Maria could start Trendsetters and just kind of throw info in there but not be passionate about it. So how much would you all take from that? Nothing. You're not going to want to be a part of something that not even we're passionate about. So if you're doing something, my thing is, if you're not using the products, then why should anyone else? If you don't believe in the business, then how are you going to recruit people to do the business with you if you don't even believe in it yourself? So you have to be passionate about what you're doing. You have to be passionate about helping people, or, you know, about makeup if that's what you sell, or about anything like that. You have to be passionate in whatever you're doing. I don't care if you're freaking selling chalk for sidewalks. You have to be able to draw with that chalk on the sidewalk. Like, I don't know. You just have to be passionate about it. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know your stuff. And then living the lifestyle. I wouldn't say that from the beginning, I never really knew about branding or attraction marketing or anything like that. So if y'all look at my post from like 3 years ago, it was horrible. Like, we're not even going to talk about that. But I have always lived the lifestyle. When I stepped into It Works Global, I was the rap girl, like the Knoxville rap girl, and I was not playing around. Everybody knew about it. So that's the biggest thing that set me apart from somebody else that was in the business and never talked to anybody or never posted about it. I was passionate about it, what I did, and I lived the lifestyle. I lived, slept, breathed, and ate It Works constantly. And, you know, that's just how you have to be. And I'm not saying, like, every post you post about it's got to be your business, but I'm saying you have to believe in it that much that even if you make a post about nail polish, that it can be because freaking It Works bought your nail polish. Like, it's, you just have to live that lifestyle. You can't expect other people to if you're not. And I know we talked a little bit about sharing your story. Oh, I never shared that. Y'all know I'm ADD. So what I was saying earlier is when you're sharing, like, whether it works bought, or whether your business bought you a gallon of milk, or it bought you and your hubby dinner or a date night or something like that, I don't care what it is, but you need to share about it. And even if it's stuff for the future, like, this is going to help me quit my job, or this is going to help me, you know, fill the gap between paychecks. This is going to help me, whatever. Like, you have to share that with people. You have to be relatable. When I post about being able to put my kid in sports, you know how many moms don't even have $60 or $70 to put their kid in soccer or baseball or whatever? People just don't have it. So when you're posting about a side hustle or a business that they could work from home or whatever you're posting about, you have to show these people why. And that goes into my next point. You can't, you have to be consistent with sharing your story. You have to be consistent about what the business is doing for you or will do for you. And you have to show that you're going to work this business every day until you get what you got to get or you get what you want. So I can't post about my business today and then Wednesday and then next Thursday and expect a rep or a potential to join me because I'm not even passionate about my business. I'm not posting about it. I'm not consistent. So why should... That's the main thing. When you join a company, people are waiting for you to fail. They're waiting for you to quit. They're gonna say, you know, people make fun of you, and you know that's a whole nother story. But people will make fun of you, and they'll know that you're gonna quit. You have to prove them wrong. You have to be there 6 months from now, still working this business like they thought that you wouldn't. So, and that's the main thing. Some people are genuinely interested, but they're afraid that you're gonna quit a month in, like most people do. So that's why I still to this day have so many people join me, because I've been doing this for 3 years. I have not gave up. I have not gave up on my dreams, on my business. I haven't jumped from business to business. I haven't, like, I believe in it and I'm still doing it. So these people know and they feel comfortable coming to me because they know I'm not going to leave them. So the moment you post on your social media and say, I'm a unique girl and I'm selling makeup, and I'm looking for people to join my team. You know, don't post this. This is a horrible post, but I'm just saying. But I'm looking for people to join my Rockstar team or whatever. People are going to be like, okay, well, let's see if she's still doing it in 2 weeks when I get paid. Let's see if she's still doing it in 6 months and she's successful. That's what these people are looking for. They're not going to join somebody that, and there's some people that will, but that, you know, that's rare. It really is for somebody to join you right off the bat. But they want to show that they want you to show that it's real. They want you to show that it's doing something for you and it's changing your life or your family's life. My thing's exiting now. So that's why it's harder. Like, you may come in and you may sign customers nonstop, 1 million customers, and feel like you're struggling with signing distributors or reps or whatever. It's because, you know, you haven't been in long enough, or you're not showing these people why it's valuable or to you, or why it should be valuable to them in their life. You're not being consistent. You're not sticking with it. All these things are going to come about, and that's the issue. So you need to sit back and think, if you're not signing people, what are you doing wrong? Are you not being consistent? Are you not sharing your story? Are you not sharing why people should believe in these products and why they should join you? I mean, all these things you need to think about, and, you know, fix it. That's all I can say about that. And they're skeptical. So, I mean, that's the thing. Like, they're skeptical about the products. Show them that they work. Show them that the makeup's the best. Show them, you know, whatever you're doing. This Zoom's a little long. I mean, Zoom. This video's a little long, but it's valuable, so I guess I'll just keep going. Just quickly, the people that get you from point A to point B are not going to be the same people that get you from B to C. So when I went Ruby, was just a rank in my company. When I went Ruby, it was a certain 5 people that still aren't even with me to this day. When I went Diamond and Double, people are not even with me anymore. Like, the people that took me from this point to that point aren't always going to be around, and that's okay, because they were in your life for a reason. They were here to take you from Ruby to Diamond. They were here to take you from executive to Ruby, whatever it is. And then that's why we constantly are recruiting people, and we're constantly bringing people into our business. I can't sign up Nina and Rachel right now and expect them to always be with me, and I don't have to recruit anybody else. No, I'm going to go get Bree, I'm going to go get Lauren, I'm going to get Alexa, and I'm going to get everybody on my team. And so if Bree falls off, if Nina falls off, or if whoever falls off, I still got my other people over here, and I'm still going to be recruiting every day. You got to constantly bring in new blood. It's easier to bring in new people than to raise from the dead, raise the dead or whatever. I don't know what it is. I can't even think tonight. But you know what I mean? Like, you can constantly I could be blowing Nina and Bree up every day. Like, will y'all please work your business? Will you do this? Will you do that? And they're never going to work. But I could be over here with Alexa and Maria, and they're just blowing it out the water. Just don't waste your time on people that have already proved to you that they're not going to do anything. When they're ready, they'll come to you. Yes, I still got Mallory, though. I've had her from the beginning. And then this is the last little bit that I have. So, how do you go about not being salesy and pushy? Same thing. Share your story. When people message me and they say, hi, what do you do? Or, if they send, I seen your opportunity, I'm interested in what you do. The first thing I do is I share my story. I literally send, it's copied and pasted in my notes, and it says, I'd love to tell you my story. And it's my story typed up, and I send it to them. That's the first thing. I don't jump in and I'm like, oh yeah, so you joined for $99 and you'll do this and do that. And no. You got to be relatable first. You got to tell them your story, because that's what they're going to relate to. Even if they don't necessarily relate to your story, they know that you're doing something with this business. So you have to share that. And that's what I do first. That way it doesn't look like I'm desperate and I'm trying to just sign people and get everyone to join me. I just share my story. And if they're not interested, they won't respond. So like I said, share your story, whether it's posting to draw them in or in your inbox telling about the business. So all of my team members, I tell them to send me like things that it works as done. They can send bullet points or whatever. Love you. But Mallory, you just got me off topic. I'm ADD. Posting. So I tell my team, like, send me bullet points. I don't care if it works as bought your lunch before. If it works as bought you a gallon of milk. If it works as paid for your gas this week. On your social media. Okay, just, you can message me. And we can chat. Lauren, I'm gonna beat you too. So posting. So they can send anything that It Works has done for them or that will do for them. And I type them up like ways to share it, ways to share their story. Just anything that they can share to bring people in. Like everybody's story is not going to be the same. So I just type up like little points or little, something to draw people in, basically. Something relatable. What do you do with your fence sitters? Do you stay consistent with them or let them go? I never just let anyone go until they tell me no. I message people until they tell me no, I'm not interested, and then I'm still gonna leave them on my Facebook. But I follow up once or twice a month. Kind of depends on how the month's going. Like if it's super busy, then I might do it once a month. If we have a bunch of specials, I might message them at the beginning of the month and then at the end of the month. So it just kind of depends on how I do it. But unless you tell me no, you're not interested anymore, I follow up. Because it takes, we've talked about this before, but it takes 7 to 21 times following up with someone before they can join or before they follow through. So whether that's posting 7 to 21 times, they need to see them, plus some messages, following up with them, literally sending them 21 messages, not back to back, like I said, once or twice a month. It takes time to get people to join, but it's worth it. So I've had people, like I had a girl, the girl that I was just talking about, signed like 5 customers in 3 days in a distributor. I had been talking to her for years, and I text her. I just sent her a follow up. I was like, "Hey, girl, I'm still thinking about you. I would love to have you on my team. I wondered if now was any time, or if this time is any better for you. Whatever. I still want you on my team. I think you'll be amazing at it." She texted me back and was like, "Girl, I was actually going to join this week and just text you and be like, I did it." She said, I get paid on whatever day and I'm about to do it. I had followed up with this girl a million times. Guess what? When she got paid, she followed through. Just because, you have to keep pouring into these people. Just like we can't pour, we have to pour into ourselves every day. These people have to hear it too. You have to message them and tell them that they're worth it. I believe in you. If money's an issue, you can do this, or give them ideas. Like I said, don't be pushy, don't be salesy and say, okay, well, you can go sell something and make it happen. But give them suggestions. I'll tell them, excuse me, I got the hiccups or something. But I'll tell them, I borrowed the money because I didn't even have it when I joined. Do you have anyone you can borrow from? Do you have old clothes or old shoes that you could sell, or your kids' stuff that you can sell and make some extra money? Anything, just to give them ideas. And some of them are like, "Oh yeah, I didn't think about that." And I've had people join because of that. They've sold stuff or they've borrowed it or whatever. Just talk to them. Talk to them like it was your best friend. Like, if I'm sitting here trying to tell Kiana to join me, and I'm sitting here brainstorming with her how she can get the money to join me, just act like they're your best friend. That's all you gotta do. Yeah, closet clear. Exactly. Sorry, y'all. I'm almost done, I promise. Almost done. How do you approach others about your opportunity? Do you message, email, text, meetup? I personally do all. It usually goes through a text message or a message, like on Facebook, and I see if they want to meet up, and then we can get together and chat. I like people to come to me, though, just from posting. Like, that's how I get a lot of my people. Like I said, I've cold messaged before, but I usually only do that for customers, and I usually only do it on Instagram. But 9 times out of 10, the people come to me because of the way that I'm posting, the way that I'm sharing my story. I'm being relatable. So I'm constantly sharing my story, other stories, and so on. Facebook and Instagram is how I've built 90% of my business, and the other 10% is business meetings, parties, etc. And that's true. It's probably a little less than 10%, but I did some parties when I first started. How do you close the deal? I have so many people who have committed and said yes, but never followed through. So a sense of urgency, what you can offer them. Like I said, I'll message people and say, "I'm still thinking about you. I know that you could do this. I only have 1 spot left for my team this month. Are you ready?" Like, you have to give a certain urgency. Like, you can't say, "Just let me know when you're ready to join. Hit me up when, you're thinking about it." Like, that's never going to work. These people don't wake up every day thinking about you or your business. Like, that's just not something that's on their mind. So you have to be that constant reminder. And you have to tell them, like, "I only have 1 spot left this month. You need to take advantage." Or, "We have a $500 bonus out right now. You don't want to miss this. I know how much that $500 could help you." And the last thing. So you all can go ahead and start dropping questions if you have any questions, because this is the last thing. I think I was covering this in something else, but it just says, how do you start your new team member strong and with motivation? I have so many people who will work for the first week and then give up so soon. So same thing, as far as I'm going to go into that tonight, is being relatable, getting to know people on a personal level. If me and Bree didn't know each other the way that we did, if I felt like quitting, I would just quit. I wouldn't worry about how Bree felt, or if I was hurting Alexa or Maria. You know what I mean? Like, you have to have that personal connection, so your people aren't like, "Well, I can just quit. I don't even have to message this girl. I'm just going to block her." Like, you don't want people to feel that way. You want to have a personal connection, so even if they do feel like this isn't for them, they'll come to you and tell you, "I don't think this is for for me. I don't think this is working out. Thank you for everything that you've done." Like, you want to be able to know people. And then that's another way, like, if someone's not working, you can go to them and say, I know you need this. You told me that this is going to help you with you and your family. This is going to pay your daycare. How are you going to pay it if, you're not rocking this business? I can help you any way I can. I guess that's about it for the night. So if you all have questions, you can go ahead and drop them. I'll give you a couple minutes. And then I'll hop off here. I kept y'all for almost 40 minutes tonight. probably like $39. Be $40 by the time we get off. Just something. My dress, it's like fur or something. Oh, excuse me. Well, if no one has any questions, you can drop them later. You can message me or whatever. So I guess that's pretty much it. I hope that was helpful. Oh, if you all haven't signed up for our membership, make sure you're doing that. All of this content is going to be worth it. Make sure you have invite your team to come in here. I mean, it's super worth it. I mean, we just poured into Rockstar Recruiting. How could that not help you and your team? You know, don't hold the information. You know, share it with your team. I have a lot of my team in here. Share it with your friends, your other direct sales people, whatever. Just make sure that you're sharing about our group. We love to pour into you all. We love to help you all with anything. Like, you know, you all can message us about anything. We're going to help you. I just want everybody to be super close. We want to grow our community. Trendsetters is going to freaking take off. So you want to make sure that you're in here and your team's in here. Your friends are in here. But I guess that's pretty much it. So make sure you all sign up for your membership. Make sure you get your freebies. I think Bree's going to get my 90-day game plan and put it in our members only area. So you got to make sure you're a member to get that. But I guess that's pretty much it. So if y'all don't have any questions, just message me. So I hope you all have a good Monday. Think about all these tips, take these notes, and prepare to rock out the week and the month. April is going to be amazing. Momentum is here. I don't care what business you're in. Summer is coming, and it's time to rock it out now. You got to start now. You can't start on the first day of summer and expect you to have some results. Everything that you're doing now shows up in at least 3 months. 1 to 3 months. So you got to be doing the work now. I'm going to keep ranting, so. Alright, y'all, I'm out.